everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. I'm Scott Coventry. I'm the GM and storyteller of Tales from the Loop tonight. We are continuing our episode from last night that was incredibly fun. It is our first foray into the Loop in a little town outside of St. Louis called Cahokia, Illinois. I know a lot about it because that's where I grew up until I was 12 years old. So I thought, I may as well start it somewhere that I know or knew at a time when I was younger. The players we have are Morgan, Jake, and Daniel. I'm going to give them an introduction in a second, but I want everybody to know that to follow ZealZaddy, everything is at ZealZaddy or /ZealZaddy. So Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, all at ZealZaddy.
I don't think there's a TikTok yet. Is there TikTok?
I've been thinking about it, but there's not.
No TikTok.
And actually, there is a really cool D&D TikTok that someone does called It's a girl name is Schooner or Schooner, and her TikTok and her YouTube are Schooner or Later, and she does D&D videos and runs D&D games, but she also has a really funny TikTok. So, and it
game time alarm.
Yeah, and it's a TikTok really built around D&D, and I didn't even know that was a thing until I found that one. And I thought that was really interesting that was even an option, that people could do that. But they did. So, all right. So Tales from the Loop, we're in Cahokia. Last night, you know what? I'm not going to do the recap. I don't really like to do the recaps. I like players to do them. First off, I learn a lot about what they found to be most important. And I think there's some real value in that. But also because collectively, there's more that we learn from it. So I'm going to start going around the table. I'm going to start today with Daniel. He's below me. And let him go over who he is, where you can find him, and who he's playing tonight.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I am a GM, a player. I love this game and the whole thing. I actually wrote a setting for this for it, and it's up on DriveThruRPG right now. Look up 3 Mile Treks on DriveThruRPG, and you can find at least 2 of the mysteries on there. I'm working on getting the rest. But yep, and I'm going to be playing Oliver Child, who is a popular kid. Everybody loves me, but apparently when I was a baby, someone didn't, and I was given up for adoption. And I'm trying to wrestle with that. So that's who I am.
All right, let's slide to your left and go to Jake.
Howdy there in the interwebs sphere. My name is Jake. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at D20 Deputy. I play with a group of people, semi-private, but we have some recorded stuff, and I'm planning on doing more in the future. Our group is called Death by D20. We tend to run a lot more like darker, more serious campaigns. I do a lot of Ravenloft stuff. A lot of Call of Cthulhu, but I love high fantasy, and I'm really enjoying this. I enjoy things like Stranger Things, so why not? This is a great game, and I had a blast last night. I am playing Harlow Ripley Hurst, weirdo, 11-year-old boy genius who is severely out of touch with society and social norms. Primarily because he's from the fantastic land of Canada, which is basically the Feywild. I'm convinced that it's basically the Feywild. So any Canadian viewers out there, just know that you're from a magical place where everything tastes like maple syrup.
All right, let's slide up from Jake and go to Morgan.
What's up, everybody? I'm Morgan, aka Mindflayed Mondays. I am the founder of a D&D company that offers paid DM services to our clients. Myself and several other DMs work together with clients across the country because we do online. We started off doing local, but we do online as well. So if you're interested in having a unique paid experience, give us a check. I also have created content that you can find on the DMs Guild. So check it out. Mindflayed Mondays. You can find me at Mindflayed Mun, and then you'll be able to find everything from there. And I am playing Ethan Myers. He's a troublemaker who lost his mom at an early age, and his dad's an alcoholic abuser. And he likes to stand up for the little guys. Literally, the little guy right below me.
So in a way, you're a trouble fixer.
Yeah, but it usually gets me into more trouble. So
yeah, I mean, and yesterday you broke into a store to steal dresses. That was weird.
It was a
no,
robot.
we didn't. It was a robot. And I have a record, so I was trying not to get caught for that.
We did break into a movie theater though. That definitely happened.
That happens all the time.
Is it breaking in at this point? I mean, it's the janitor knows. He's cool with it.
He's cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him in trouble either. So why don't you guys collectively, if you can remember all the pieces, piece together a simple, synopsis of what happened in the game yesterday?
Well, we kind of started with Ethan. He woke up, left his house, barely avoiding trouble with his own dad. On his way to school, saw a girl getting picked on by another girl, stepped in, at which point he was able to kind of clear it up, but piss off the bully a little bit. And at that point, these guys came in, and we walked to school, and I'll let somebody else pick it up from there.
Ripley was seen packing his own lunch, and then he put on his fancy test day bow tie and walked to school.
Yep.
And when he ran into Oliver was like, "Wait, we have a test today?" And Ripley was like, "Yep, we have a test today." Oliver freaked out. We went to math class, took our test. School was relatively uneventful. However, we did see a robot outside during the day. Oliver noticed that. And after school, we ran into a nice young lady by the name of Alice Forenza. And we helped her load a Fujiyama 8740C into the back seat of her car.
Of her station wagon.
Buick
Skylark station wagon.
With the wood paneling and the chrome stripe.
Right.
Yep, beautiful. What a great car from 1976 or so.
Yeah. And one thing before that, way before that, early in the morning, Oliver went to visit the current person he thinks might have been his mom, the waitress at Lum's diner, and got a picture with her, which is like that little Polaroid is now his one of a prized possession.
Yeah, you got lucky. They ended up taking it before you said cheese, and
yeah. It just doesn't work if you didn't say cheese.
Yep.
But so we then went to go. Ethan and I went to go chat up some girls.
Well, we went to Ripley's house first.
No, we went to my house. First.
Yeah, that's right. And
play on the Atari.
Power went out. And the power went out.
Played Atari. Power went out, and then we drank a bunch of Tang and dehydrated milk.
And ate those cookies.
That's gotta be good for our stomachs.
Oh, it's great. Better health than
Tang
science.
and dehydrated milk.
It was Tang, and we had Ovaltine made with dehydrated milk powder.
Better health through science.
Better health through science. The way the world works.
I think that actually was an ad campaign in the old days, but in the 50s or something like that. Or it was some kind of a saying that they said where they were making all these new foods that were all, processed, and they were trying to get people used to eating it.
Yeah.
They said it's science. It's better.
In a thrift store once, I found a book that was the microwaving for health cookbook.
Of course.
It's straight from the late 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny. After Atari, we went to we were heading to the theater.
Yeah.
Which is where we ran into those girls, Dana and Sarah.
They were super nice.
And the robot that was staring at the dresses. And I think, what was it? Ollie tried to initiate conversation with the girls. Initially was to try to create a moment to get a better look at the robot, but then we kind of got pulled in to the conversation with the girls.
Like you do.
Yeah. And then while we were talking, Ripley was keeping a close eye on the robot and noticed that it seemed to not only be paying attention to the dress, but also our conversation with the girls. And even laughed at one point, which totally killed our game.
Yes.
Totally killed our game.
Totally.
And,
What game?
Yeah.
Right, the game you didn't know was being played.
Then the window smashed, and pretty much everybody just bolted.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
But we heard clomp, 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 clomp. So also the robot ran as well. And we almost got in trouble for it, but we ran for the theater. I ended up having to double back and just wore myself out, but finally made it in. Luckily, we were right next to the hideout, so I healed. I got a chance to sleep it off in
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
And then after Blade Runner, we decided, with thinking collectively, to stop by some girl's house to see if we could track down that scientist that we had helped earlier. And then on the way to see her, we actually saw the scientist fly by us, probably heading to look for that robot, but we weren't able to wave her down. And we went to that girl's house. I gave her little sister Reese's Pieces.
Anika Jones.
Yeah.
Anika Jones.
And then you convinced the Anika Jones to let you into their house so you can call your parents, and then you weren't able to, and call your aunt, which is the scientist, and that is where we stopped, correct?
Correct. We stopped as you started the dialing.
Okay.
So, I left it purposely on a cliffhanger because I love leaving things on cliffhangers. So, let's get into the adventure. As you're dialing, you hear Anika Jones's mom say, "Don't freak out when she thinks it's me when you call, okay?" And then it starts ringing.
Yeah. How would she know?
And it starts ringing.
For verisimilitude and the method acting that I do, I didn't think ahead about what I was going to say all day today. So this will be fun.
and
now you've done it.
And the phone, you hear the sound, the very obvious audio of a phone being answered. Miss Jones?
And don't freak out. It's your nephew, Oliver.
I need a dice.
I mean,
I'm not even supposed to use dice in this game.
You hear me? I nudge you. I nudge you as well because I'm standing behind you, and I nudge you make sure you tell her we helped. It was your nephew that helped with the robot earlier.
Remember me and my friends helped you with the robot earlier?
Oh, that nephew.
Yes,
Can you
I'm
give-
over at a friend's house, and I need to talk to you.
Oh, can you give me 1 second? Hold on. And she sounds like she's out of breath, by the way. Oh.
She drove so fast to her house to pick up the phone.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta block that chatter in the thing. Hey,
Sorry, folks.
So,
Curse you, chatter.
Curse you, chatbot.
okay. So, yeah, I remember you boys. There were three of you. And
Hey, I want to become famous.
so why are you calling me from Ms. Jones's house? Is she okay?
Yes, she's fine. I just I needed to get a hold of you, and she's the only one I knew who might know your number.
Why did you need to get in touch with me?
Well, you have you know all about the robots that are that they seem to be malfunctioning. But you know about the robots, so I thought maybe I'd call an expert.
Ooh, you know what? I really can't be on the phone right now. I have a lot of things to do.
No, wait.
Wait. Oh, shit. And it goes quiet for a moment. And she's like,
Told her to meet us at a diner.
why do you care about robots? You're kids in school.
Well, they're robots.
Yeah, there's robots all over the place.
They're cool, and I just thought maybe you'd be interested in knowing that there was a robot looking at dresses earlier today.
What? Where?
Meet us at Lum's.
And she hangs up. And it's pretty late, but Lum's will be open because Lum's is a 24-hour diner.
Nice. They're the best.
Dude,
Those
we still
are
have to
the
get
best
Oliver
diners.
home. I mean, we still have to get Ripley home, Oliver.
Oh.
Ripley, is your mom going to be mad if you stay out late and go with us to the diner?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you
Call
wanna go
her,
home
call
with
her, call her.
And then we can go to the diner and fill you
But
in?
wait, it is Friday night.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's like 8:00.
Yeah.
Maybe you could tell you're staying at somebody's house and
Mrs. Jones,
Yes. Yes.
can I use the phone to call my mom too?
Sure.
Thanks. So I'll go use the phone.
And while you're calling the
like, I'm
phone,
gonna need a
Miss
quarter.
Jones says, "So wasn't that weird how she knew who it was when you called?
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know how she does that.
It's wow.
It's kind of spooky.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
you know what?
insight check, but I don't know. What is it? This one is it empathize? I'm trying to figure out if she knows and she's just playing dumb or.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mom.
I would use my my personal empathize. I think that she's an HR person who doesn't really understand tech.
Absolutely.
my-
She's watching the evening soaps. Her house says nothing about tech. She's got paperwork everywhere, no computers, nothing. Not even a
like maybe-
typewriter.
Psychic.
Then we find out at the end of the show that she's the big bad and has like a secret lair underneath her
Yeah,
house.
it's
HR.
possible.
Who shot JR? Mom? Can I? Yeah. Yeah. I went to the movies with Oliver and Ethan, can we stop at Lum's and get a milkshake before I come home?
Sure, it's Friday night. I don't mind that tonight. Just don't be out too late.
I'll make sure that I get home soon.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Ethan,
I'm
you
good.
sure you don't want to call your dad?
No, my dad doesn't care. I mean, he's not worried.
And the HR lady, she kind of looks over, and you can see that like makes her a little sad. She heard that, and then she went back to her soaps. You know.
Thank you, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you, Mrs. Jones.
You're
Yes,
welcome
thank you,
anytime, boys.
Very much. And
You have a
you'll have
wonderful
to let
home.
me know how that. You have to let me know how that episode goes.
She's watching Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know.
You watch Dallas?
I'm interested. Who doesn't?
Me?
I'll fill you in. Don't
The
worry.
intrigue,
You don't have to.
backstabbing.
So as you guys are leaving,
The shooting of JR.
Anika says, thanks for coming by. You guys should hang out more often. I don't have many friends come by here.
Oh,
It's usually me and my sister.
Well, we
Wow.
like to go to the movie theaters a lot, and we hang out at the.
Oh, I don't go to many movies. They're really expensive, and
We got you.
they never have good movies there. They're always like scary.
oh.
We got you.
No,
All the movies are good.
Well-
What are you talking about?
was Beastmaster scary?
No.
I like the idea that we've already seen Blade Runner and Beastmaster like a couple times. You know,
Yeah.
Nobody knows how you three see every movie the day it comes out, long before anybody else gets to see it.
Yeah, we might just get confused on the like the directions people went. Like, oh yeah, they went off to the left, and everyone's like, no, it was to the right, and you're like, yeah, it was to the right because we watched
Right.
it from the back.
So
Dude, God help us if it's a foreign film, we can't read the subtitles.
So when you leave, we're gonna cut to a scene. Does anybody want to create a scene?
I mean, and at the
We-
moment, no.
Okay.
Unless you guys do, I'm
right.
good.
Hey, you got it.
All right. So
Let's see what
we're
Scott's got for us.
gonna cut to Lum's, not in Lum's, but arriving at Lum's.
Okay.
So at this point, Lum's is a standalone restaurant out in front of the strip mall that houses Wild Goose, a Kmart at the far end, and the movie theater. As you're getting to it, you see Meg leaving, and she is walking seemingly along the sidewalk, which suggests maybe she doesn't have a car or drive a car or isn't using a car today. She doesn't see you. She's going the other way.
Hey guys, I'm gonna let you go.
What?
Hold on a second. And I'm gonna run over and just say hi.
Oh. What?
Hi, Meg.
You're here again today. Man, you're becoming a double regular.
Oh no, I wouldn't want that.
Everything okay? Oh, I see you have your friends back there. You're nice.
Yeah, we were just walking, and yeah, that's Ridley, and that's Ethan. I kind of want to show off my friends,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, you-
Ripley does.
So you're calling them over, or you're just pointing to them?
Yeah, well, Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm calling them over. Guys, come over here. Come on over.
Okay. I'm like, I look at Ripley. I'm like, oh,
Ethan's face.
like, okay, hi.
Come on
Hey.
over.
Hey, boys.
This is
Um,
this is Meg.
Hi, Meg.
She's She's the waitress at Lum's.
Although you'll have a different one tonight because I'm on my way home.
Yeah, I guess. Too bad. I mean,
I can't work 24 hours a day.
Just my
here.
luck. Just my luck.
Yeah, I worked a double today. Can't stay for a triple. I would fall asleep on the job.
What's
I'm
a
looking
double?
What?
Is that like ice cream?
Oh, it's like the opposite of ice cream.
Oh,
It's where
that
she
doesn't
works-
sound very fun.
You work twice as long
That sounds terrible.
without any taste.
I look at Oliver as he's like stuttering around and being all like weird, and I'm like,
It is weird.
And I go, why are you being such a dweeb, dude? Like, relax. Like, just take a chill pill, man.
He's not a dweeb.
He's not normal.
He's super charming.
So how long is a double?
16 hours.
Is that why does my mom work doubles? Is that why she's always gone?
I don't really know
And
your
it-
mother.
Ethan doesn't laugh. That was Morgan laughing, just for the record.
Yeah,
Ethan?
it's hard to make a living, and you gotta, there's things you gotta take care of. There's bills to take care of. You gotta pay for transportation and food and water and electric, all the things that we need. Your kids' food if you have kids.
That makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
Tough being an adult, huh?
That's
It
why.
is.
Yeah.
Well, I really do have to get going. I have some things I got to do before bed, and I want to make sure that I get home.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I really want to go get that milkshake, so let's go.
All right. Yeah.
Nice
okay.
seeing. Nice.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you in the morning on Monday.
Nice seeing you too.
Bye. And she turns and starts walking.
And I just like nudge you again, like, dude, what was that?
Nothing.
And
Not important.
and you hear in a Buick Skylark station wagon with fake wood paneling on the side pulls in
Scott, don't do that.
and just locks the brakes up into a parking space.
Oh, okay.
All of our heads turn.
Oh no! I'm not gonna
For a
hit her
second,
like
yeah,
that.
for a second I had like a heart.
Kills Meg. Kills Meg. Meg gone.
No,
50 points. She goes over the hood.
Mom.
Heck no.
Had 2 scenes.
Meg's
I've
too
only
fun to
had
kill
2
off.
scenes with her.
And then you find out after he kills her that she actually was your mom.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now you're on a real episode of Dallas.
Right. And she, not seeing you, just sort of walks at a fast pace to Lums and walks in, and through the glass doors you can see her kind of looking around.
We should go.
So
And I'll like hustle over.
we walk in.
And you
I
get
kind of
in,
like
and,
quick jog ahead. Open the door.
and she
for her.
turns as you're coming in. Ah, there you are. So you just got to tell me everything. Would you like a seat?
Yeah, maybe a milkshake for
She's,
each of us.
And her and she's like, it's like exasperated at the thought of having to sit and have milkshakes with the 3 kids. Yeah, 3. Yeah, give us a table, but it's going to be quick. I can't stay very long. 3 milkshakes. What flavor do you want? And this she's ordering while you're standing. She doesn't even wait to get to the seat.
Chocolate.
Strawberry.
And I have. Wow.
Why does Ripley always take so long, man?
So can I
I'll have
have
pistachio.
half vanilla, half chocolate, extra malt? Yeah.
And the waitress is writing this stuff down. And after she goes, "Would you like a seat now?" Yeah, let's a seat. And she walks you over to a table of a 4-top, a booth, and you all slide in, and she makes sure she slides into the outside.
All right.
All right, so what's going on with? You said that you saw a robot looking at dresses, which makes no sense and would not happen.
But it
That's what I thought.
but it did.
And it laughed when it was listening to our conversation. Which was,
Well, they have a vocoder in them, a machine to make audible sounds. It may have just been having a malfunction. I mean, they do have malfunctions. Robots do that.
No, this seemed more responsive. It was almost as if it was able to comprehend the conversation that was going on between my friends and some girls that they were talking to, and then it sort of like tilted its head in their
what I
direction.
said was funny. Okay? It was
funny.
charming.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Well, that's debatable.
And-
It could have been funny in certain circles, but not this one. But regardless, it was like the robot started laughing, and it was almost as if it was in response to the stimulus being provided by my friends.
You talk like a scientist. That's really interesting. But
I talk to my mom a lot.
the robots aren't going to laugh like a human because they don't have human emotions. So what did this robot look like? Can you tell me that?
I can tell you its model number. I wrote it down.
It looks like a chameleon.
It was a Miriam P17 model.
What?
And then it broke a window and stole a dress, and then we
Ran
had to
away.
run because we were freaked out.
From this vantage point, you can actually see the window that was broken. It's now got plastic and cardboard covering it and taped up with duct tape.
Right over there. I know nobody's going to believe us, but we figured you might, just because you deal with these robots more than anyone else.
So where's the robot now? Where did it go?
It ran, and then we ran because people were freaking out, and obviously nobody's going to.
Everyone's going to blame us, yeah.
And then we
kids.
went and we watched a movie, and then we started to think, because the movie that we watched was Blade Runner, and it's a really good movie. I don't know if you've ever seen Blade Runner, but you really should. But there was this part where they do this thing, it's called a Voight Comp test, where they try and see if the robots can actually pass as intelligent human beings so that they are indistinguishable from other people around them. And we sort of thought, hey, this robot was kind of acting like a person, and it was really
All right. I have to say I appreciate your energy for sciencey things that I like, and that will do you well if you ever go into science. I do need to go and find this robot if it's broken or damaged and is malfunctioning and needs to be repaired. So, and while you're there, you hear a phone ring, and she has in her hand a little device, like about the size of half the width of a shoe, but the length of a shoe. And she looks at it, and
What is that?
hold on a second, and she presses a button, and she puts it to her head like a phone. Which, I mean, they don't make phones aren't like this.
Yeah, it should break her arm if she was trying to hold it up like that.
Yeah, she totally would. So please,
A cell phone back then?
I'm sitting at Lums. Do you have with a bunch of kids? Can you tell me you have some good news? Oh shit! I'm sorry, kids. You shouldn't have heard that. And she realized she
My
made a
dad
cuss
says
word.
worse. My dad says worse.
Thank you, boys, for telling me about this. I'll find the robot and get it, fixed or whatever it is. Can you tell me what direction it went when it?
And I kind of point the direction where we heard it running off to.
we all point in the same direction.
Okay. All right. Well, I really do have to go. I have a lot of stuff to do. By the way, she looks really tired, but she doesn't look like she moves slowly and under any circumstances.
You should get some coffee.
I'll talk to you boys later. Enjoy your milkshakes. And she pops up and heads out.
Did
Go on. What were you going to say?
Guys, did she pay? Oh no!
She didn't pay.
Son of a!
Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh man.
Daniel, can you make me an investigate roll?
Guys, use the distraction of the dogs to leave. Get out of here.
Dine and dash!
Dine and dash. There's dogs.
Drink
Go.
up fast, guys. Drink up fast. An investigate check. All right, I gotta go.
You're investigating to see how many quarters you can find glued to the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
I can help investigate. I have
Gum.
investigated, so I can help you with it.
Okay. I just had to pull up I forgot to pull up my character sheet. Let's see.
I'm real good at investigate.
I've got 4 in mind and 0 in investigate.
We can't hear you, Scott. We can't hear you. You're on mute.
I've got 4 in mind.
Yeah,
and
so a mind
3 in
roll.
Investigate.
Since I'm going to be looking through my sunglasses, would that count?
No,
No.
You
not in
used
this
them
case.
already.
I had to ask.
Is
you know.
this us looking for money? Because I think all of us have investigation. Or should we just one of us add like a help?
no. This
dice?
is just for Daniel.
Oh, okay.
All right. Is anybody else helping? Is that what it
They can't.
is? Or- they can't. Okay. I got 1.
Okay, you notice up on the regulars board that the photo of you is missing.
Well, I'm not putting
One of you and Meg, I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm not putting mine up there. But
Not only is it missing, but it looks like photos have been kind of...
I think I'm just going to keep that to myself.
Okay, so the photos have been rearranged a little bit to fill the space, too.
Okay.
Just a thing.
So it was probably not, it didn't just fall off.
No, it was not... It didn't just fall.
I'm actually probably going to be a little hurt, but I'm going to I'm not going to say anything. Just going to kind of go quiet.
All right, so while you're sitting there, the waitress comes over and slides in the milkshakes.
Did she pay before she left? Because she said she was going to cover this.
No, I didn't get any...
Well, then I guess we can't drink them because we don't have the money for it. I'm sorry. She said she was going to do it. I guess she was in a rush to get back to work for the loop. That's his aunt. She let us down. And I'm trying to turn on like my charm. I only have one in charm, but I'm trying to like make her feel bad for us.
Maybe do you think maybe we could pay on another day? I mean, I'm a regular.
Oh, you're the boy that comes in the mornings all the time. You sit with Meg all the time, right?
Yeah. That's me.
You know what?
She talked about me.
All right. You know what? Don't worry about it. Just enjoy your milkshakes. You're here every day.
Sorry. She was supposed to cover it, and she took off to go back to work.
She looks around to make sure the manager's not watching or anything, and she folds the receipt and puts it in her pocket.
What's her name?
Daniela.
Best waitress ever, Daniela.
Daniela, you're my favorite waitress.
If you see the manager come out, though, you may want to finish up quick.
It won't be hard. I don't mind getting a brain freeze, and I immediately start inhaling it.
All right, so you guys finish your milkshakes. Would anybody like to set a scene?
Yeah. Ripley, I think I'd like to do a scene of us leaving Lum's on our way back towards the houses where we all live.
Okay.
So I think we leave Lums, and Ripley has his hands in his pockets, and he's walking along the sidewalk with his two friends next to him. He's like, "Well, guys, that was a swell day. I really enjoyed all of that craziness, and the movie was really good too. What do you think happened to that robot? Do you think they're gonna hurt it? Do you think robots can be hurt?"
I don't know, man. They're robots.
No, man, because Decker is gonna protect her. Like at the end of the movie, that's what happens. He's just gonna
movie.
But,
We're talking.
We did it again.
The real robot. The real robot. The one that stole the dress. The one that put us in a heap of mess.
As much as I like her, as much as I like Elise, I don't think she's gonna be able to. I don't think she's gonna be able to handle this.
Do you think she believed us at all, or do you think she just thought we were like making up stories like kids do sometimes?
She sounded concerned, but I don't think she's got anything to go on.
Well,
We at least saw it. Yeah.
you guys want to try to find the robot tomorrow?
That's where I'm coming from too.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. You'll have all day.
We should look tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Let's pick a place to meet tomorrow.
Oh, Scott, where do we live
Diner?
in relation to each other?
Well, from here, the walk is probably about a half a mile, maybe a mile tops. You kind of live. The strip center's along the main road, and you guys live in the neighborhood behind this strip center area.
Okay.
So getting here is not a big deal. I mean, walking sucks, but you could have bikes if you wanted, or not. I don't know if you actually. I don't think Ethan would have a bike. Ripley probably has a bike of some kind. And Oliver,
Ripley
has
got a bike.
Street bike. He's got a street bike with the real narrow wheels.
And he's got like, he wants to try and make it sound cool, so he's got like the card on the spokes.
For a second, I was gonna say he's got a tandem bicycle that he and his mom
right? That'd be awesome.
Ride on. But so only two of us can ride on the bike.
I like to ride my bicycle.
Bicycle.
That was awesome.
So Ethan and I are just gonna walk, and he's gonna like ride circles around
you.
Yeah, so I think you're all on foot.
Yeah, but Ollie, don't you have a skateboard that you always talk about? Why don't you just ride that? I mean, I don't mind walking.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to be like light years ahead of you.
That makes sense too, man. That makes sense too. Writes a note down in this book.
So
they don't call him Ollie for nothing.
So to move things forward, we're gonna skip to you guys getting home and then sleeping through the night. And unless you want to set a scene.
I did want to set a scene.
Okay.
So after getting them home, and they both kind of go their ways, Ethan finds himself standing outside his dad's home. Is his dad home yet at this point?
Yeah, the truck's out front. The locksmithing truck.
Seeing the truck is already there.
It doesn't look like it's actually moved. He parks so like in the exact same spot all the time. It's hard to even know if he leaves and comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing that like his dad is there and may be awake, he decides to just kind of wander the streets for a couple more hours and hoping that like by the time he does come home, his dad will be out. And I'll try to like just do like a little early reconnaissance for the group to see if I can at least pick up a trail for us to start at. Not like trying to do any crazy engagement, just trying to see if I could find any signs where that robot might have ran off to give us a starting point in the morning while I'm waiting for my dad to hopefully pass out drunk.
Okay.
And that's what I would like to do.
All right. So, yeah, you get in. Your dad's already passed out. He's out.
Okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
no worry about the reconnaissance. I was able to, like, at least find an idea where the robot had went, so we know where to start in the morning.
Oh, you want to go out to do like right now?
I'm staying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he's staying
you're trying to
out. Like
avoid
he's
it.
not
Okay.
going. He's trying to avoid going home. Like that's like
Yeah. Okay.
like,
All right.
do anything to get away from home. You know.
All right.
Like, he does
So
not
where are you
wanna
going to go?
home.
Where are you going to go to do your reconnaissance?
I'll kind of hoof it over to where we had last seen the robot, because at this point everything should be kind of shut down and should be like less people around.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of see if I can pick up a trail of where it might have gone.
Make me an investigate check. Investigate roll. That's
That
your
would
mind
be-
plus your investigate.
I have a mind of 3 and investigation of 1, so it's 4 dice.
4 dice.
And that is a fail. I will use a luck.
Okay.
Yes.
You got one?
six. Got
Okay.
1.
So outside the store, the Wild Goose store, you find in the dirt, because if you remember, I told you that behind the store there's actually like a field back here that everybody rides their bikes and motorcycles. It has little hills and stuff. But you find some robot footprints that kind of cross over this area in a very straight line too, not like zigzagging or anything, just kind of from this point to the neighborhood.
Okay.
And, you know, at some point it has to cross there's a train track that runs through it too, and it goes up there, and then you're in the neighborhood.
I'll only follow it for just a little bit, just to make sure it doesn't change anywhere, and then afterwards I'll head home, and hopefully my dad will be passed out by then.
Okay. He's passed out when you get home.
So, and then I'll sneak in as quietly as I can, and I will lay down to go to sleep, and hope to not wake him.
All right. He doesn't wake up. Morning rises, and Ripley, your mother, is actually home, oddly. And she's like, I have to go into work a little bit early, so if you need anything, you know what to do. You can take care of yourself today. You and your friends should get together. It's a Saturday, and it's going to be a beautiful day out. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. And she kisses you on the forehead.
I love you too.
While you're in bed. This is while you're in bed.
Oh, no post-it note?
Not today.
Not today. Today's a special day. It's Saturday. This is my day.
And when this happens, and you realize when she walks away that the clock says 4:45 in the morning. And she doesn't go in that early. And then you hear the car start and her leave.
Odd. Okay. And then I guess I go back to sleep. And then
Okay. Yeah.
and then my alarm actually goes off, and it's like beep, beep,
Yep.
beep, beep.
It's
and
one of
like,
those. It's one of those clocks with the little numbers that go click, click with the little pieces. Click,
Yeah.
click.
With the little like flipping.
Yes, the flipping
flash.
half numbers. Yeah, the rollover and those were super cool and high tech at the time.
And I'm like,
So funny.
I wipe my eyes, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. I push the button. I turn off. I stretch. I get up. And I go into the kitchen. And we
And
have this like,
on the counter, there's some money. There's a $10 bill left for you, and it says, "For you and your friends, if you want to get a little lunch today."
grab it, snagging it. That's the money right there. Pocket it. And I will make myself my favorite sandwich, because the breakfast of champions sandwich. It's Wonder Bread with mayonnaise and pepperoni.
Oh, nice, spicy and creamy.
That's it.
Okay.
with some tang.
I was
That's my
actually going to bet Fluffernutter.
Nope. Mayo and pepperoni.
Because marshmallow fluff seems like it's totally your speed, as far as like,
Too sweet.
you know,
It's high tech though.
It is very high tech.
It's like a high tech marshmallow.
It is very high tech.
He has it, but he tried it and he just didn't like it. It was too sweet. He's like,
No,
oh, it's cool.
it's just too sweet.
Plus with the
but
peanut butter.
Your mom also left out some cookies that she had brought home, some Fig Newtons.
Ooh, I love Fig
I
Newtons.
love it. I love Fig Newtons too.
Yeah. I feel like the
doesn't love
marshmallow fluff, the marshmallow fluff has been steadily going down, but only because Oliver gets it, eats it whenever he's over there.
And so
He's
my mom
thinks
that I like it.
Takes the
You're not
Fig
the only
Newtons
one.
and he's dipping it in the.
You're not the only one. Ethan's with you eating it. Me and you are like always
Yeah.
eating all of this stuff he doesn't eat. And we're like, oh, these are good. But it's because because of our situation.
Tell your mom that you like Doritos.
Yeah, they're high tech. They're like triangles and everything, dude.
You get all your
High-tech
stuff.
Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch.
Get all my stuff, and I will. I'll head out.
All right, Daniel or
Yeah.
E-
I had unless
no, go
unless
on.
you
Tell
have-
me.
unless you had an idea, I'm imagining, and you can kind of decide which of my two angry siblings it is. I'm imagining that
Okay.
Oliver punched awake.
Okay.
Either by the by I guess what DJ or Juliana.
Oh no, it would be Juliana because she has something to
Okay.
say to you anyway.
Okay. All right.
Yep, the punch comes while you're still sleeping. It's morning. It's like the time when you would normally get up anyway. And
Yeah.
hands come to your neck, and it's your foster sister, the pissed off one. She's like, you better leave my friends alone. I saw what you did, and I know what you did with the fight yesterday.
Fight? Me? No, I don't fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You and your friends, they're always getting in the way of stuff.
Stuff needs to be gotten in the way of.
And she just sort of opens the door and closes and say, you and your friends need to stay away from my friends.
How
and
am
the
I
door
supposed to
closes.
know your friends?
Wait, you have friends?
Yeah,
Burn!
wait, you have friends?
Sick burn!
Sick.
All right, so Juliana's actually up to something, not just general, which is general unpleasantness. Actually, up to something.
Actual unpleasantness.
She sucks.
Okay, I think I might think about at this point. I'm thinking about getting sicking Ethan on her, but only in the like, let's find out what she's doing way.
Okay.
Not gonna be like, hey, beat up my sister.
Okay. No. Ethan doesn't usually beat girls. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Only if they've got a weapon on them, like a knife or something, then he might hit one of them. That's about it.
What else are you doing in the morning?
So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna like pull on a hand-me-down. Actually, I don't have hand-me-downs per se because all the boys are younger than me.
Yeah.
But I do have a kind of an older T-shirt that is like it's Alex's. It's the foster dad's. one of his old work shirts. I put that on, and my like jean jacket. Actually, no, it's hot out. Isn't it? It's like
It's October, but it hasn't
it's
turned cold yet. It hasn't turned cold.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna bring the jacket. I'm gonna bring my jean jacket.
Okay.
Like around my waist.
Yeah, you gotta tie it around
nice.
the waist.
Yeah. You know, all you need to complete your ensemble is
a skateboard.
No, is a headband.
Oh.
I mean, that would really complete the look.
Do I have a head? Yeah, I think I have a headband.
Yeah, I think you probably do. I mean, you know, it looks badass. You know, with the sunglasses, the jacket hanging down, wrapped around your waist. I mean, and you're wearing a shirt from Goodwill that has an old band in it. I don't know if you recognize the band name, but I mean, that's cool too. Old rock bands are cool.
I think it's going to be a Creedence.
Okay, Creedence. Nice. Proud Mary.
Fortunate Son.
So there you go. A Creedence shirt. Oh my God, you look actually tougher than Ethan at the moment.
I don't know. I still maybe it's just me looking at him, but I imagine Ethan is actually kind of having some beard.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's like, a little bit. He's got
a few chin hairs.
Yeah. Enough to be like, I'm jealous.
He does have dirty blonde shaggy hair too. So like, you know, he kind of has like a little scruffy look as it is. So yeah.
And Ethan, you wake up when you hear the door slam.
And he looks around and he kind of waits to see like if his dad's coming in or if his dad had left. Does he hear the truck turn on, or is, you know?
Neither. You don't know whether he came or left, but you don't hear the truck and you don't hear him outside in the living room or anything either.
I'll kind of get up quick and I will look for. I have a Black Sabbath shirt that my uncle had got for me, and I put that on, and then I'll grab my leather jacket because I at this point I feel like I wear the leather jacket not only because I like it, but it also kind of like deters my dad from like being nasty to me, because when he looks at it, it's like a reminder of like his failed actions in the past. So I feel like I put it on as almost like a comfort, like, okay, I don't know if my dad's home. I don't know if he's upset. The door just got slammed. Is he here? Like, let me put this on before I go out. Maybe that'll give me like a shield, you know, like a bear between me and him. So I put the jacket on. I put on some like torn jeans, like at the knees, put on my shoes, and then I kind of like push the door open slowly, like kind of peek out to see if
he's not out there.
And then I kind of walk out and I'll look in the living room.
But through the window, you can see out. He's standing by his truck, and there's another truck, a different, an unmarked truck next to his, and he's out there talking to somebody. The guy who's talking to is kind of scruffy looking, like scruffy, not a beard, just like a scruffy whole face and neck, short but like unkempt. He's wearing a jean jacket with a patch on it. And
to recognize the patch,
it's too hard to see it from here. And he's got a t-shirt on, a white t-shirt, and he looks a little dirty, and he's holding some kind of a pipe or something. Maybe it does something else. It's hard to tell, but it has a handle, which is weird. It's like a handle with a long pipe. And they're out there talking and chit-chatting, seems.
Does it look like they're talking normal? Does it look like he's threatening my dad?
No, it looks like they're talking like friends would talk. Just talk normal.
I'll look around and see if there's like anything to grab to take out with me, like bread or anything that I can just take quickly with me.
Yeah, there's some bread and butter. You can make some toast, either toast or just butter some bread if you want it, or some jelly.
No, I don't have time to butter. I might grab some jelly and toast it. I don't have time to toast it, but I'll put some butter and jelly on it. Kind of turn it into like a butter jelly sandwich, and then I'll grab something to drink out of the fridge if there's something in there.
And when you come back around, there's what would be in there in that time? There's probably
beer and tab. There's probably tab and beer.
Oh, tab. He's not a tab drinker. No, there's probably RC Cola.
RC Cola,
Cola.
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed that
cans.
Coke when I had a chance.
Yeah, cans of RC.
Tab is for people who are watching their figure.
I know.
And
he's lying to himself.
As you're coming out, you see through the window he's walking towards the front door, and then you see the station wagon pull up and he stops. And the lady gets out, and she's like saying something to them and pointing at them and yelling at them, and she gets back in the car and takes off, and he stops coming towards the door and he heads to his truck, and the other one heads to his truck. And they all pull off.
I kind of like take note of where they. And actually, as I see him pull out of the driveway and like kind of go down, I will step outside and look to see where they're driving off to, like kind of like where they're going down and turning at. Is it towards where I kind of saw the footprints last night, or is it some?
Yeah, it could be heading that way.
And I'm like, I got to get the guys. And I immediately I take a bite out of my sandwich, take a drink, and then I just start chugging as I'm trying to keep this stuff from spilling and drop it as I run to
all right. So rather than having you spend all the time running and huffing and puffing getting up to them, let's cut the scene and have you arrive, having gotten together. And the two of Daniel and Jake, both of your characters are already there, and you see Ethan coming up running and like sweating. He could really use your headband.
You see me, I'm sweating, and you see my sandwich looks like it's falling apart, but when you look at it, it looks like it's globs of jelly and butter that's melting in my hand. And then you see a can of RC soda, and that's my breakfast, and you're like, Jesus. Guys.
I have to describe what I'm wearing.
Like this?
Yes, you do.
So I'm wearing heavily starched acid wash jeans with Doc Martens and a dress shirt, but it's a short sleeve dress shirt, and he's got a vest over it with a clip on.
Oh yeah, vests.
Neon,
they were big.
A clip on neon patterned necktie for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you're gonna be totally picked on. Forever.
By us, yeah.
By them.
I run, I'm like, guys, Ripley, what are you wearing? Jesus.
I know, it's great, right? I dressed myself.
Yes, you did. That's
Good
true.
for you, man.
That's obvious.
I saw my dad and some guy in a weird jacket talking to the scientist we talked to last night. She came yelling at them, and they all drove off down the road. It's weird because I thought my dad's just a locksmith. Why would he be talking to her?
What? Why was the jacket weird?
I don't know. He had a weird patch on it. I couldn't see what the patch was. It was like leather. It was like a jean jacket, but with some type of patch. It looked like he knew my dad, they were friends. But he had some weird metal thing in his hand, like a rod of some sort.
Where'd they go?
I kind of tell them the direction where they went, and I also say, I gotta be honest, I didn't go home right away last night. I felt like maybe I should stay out a little bit later and do some reconnaissance to maybe help us in our search today.
Dude, of all the people who need beauty rests,
it ain't me. I look great, man.
But
take a bite out of that butter and jelly hanging off. I look great, man.
Off of your whisker, your chin whiskers.
And you're all at the strip mall where you remember the robot had ducked around the corner, and out in the parking lot, you see those 2 trucks pull in, and there's and the woman, they get out, and you notice there's a robot plugged in or near a plug where they charge. It's not the same robot, but it does something like this. And then it starts to try and run. And the guy with that stick, he runs up and he jabs it at him, and you see lightning crackle out of it, and the robot just shuts down and falls over.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm
What do you
totally
think
wigging out. I am wigging out right now. That robot looked like it was scared of them, like it knew what was going on.
And they start putting it in. They put it in the back of one of the vehicles.
We gotta find that robot. What they did.
Your dad, you see him get a bunch of tools, and the door is kind of open. You can kind of see him. He takes a special tool that kind of goes in, and then the top of the head pops off. And then he puts his hand out to the lady, and she hands him some money. And he heads to his truck and leaves. They shove it further in. She's looking at it, and she pulls something out, not sure what. Something small. They close the door. She heads over to her car, and the 2 of them leave. And they have gathered up a robot for whatever reason.
That was weird.
We gotta find the other one. I saw footprints over there, heading out that way. We should start there.
Let's
So
check it
heading
out.
away from this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
So-
do it. So, NC.
I'll take them to where the footprints were.
Okay, so you get to the footprints, and it didn't rain, so they're still there. And, I mean, in the distance, you can kind of hear some motorcycles riding through the hills and stuff in the area. These are dirt bikes come out here and just sort of ride around. Bicycles, too. This is kind of a popular hangout for people with motorcycles and bikes. And you get over where the footprints are, and you can see they clearly go in a straight line from where back at the stores. This is behind the stores, and head straight to the neighborhood. They go over the train tracks area, and on the other side of the train tracks, you see the continuation of the footprints.
Let's follow them.
Can I get
Right.
an investigate check? And I think you need to do this collectively.
Ooh.
Because once it starts getting into the neighborhood, the ground hardens. There's a lot of different kinds of terrain.
All right. So you want us each to roll it and then see how many successes we get?
Yes. So collectively, you need to get 4 successes to be able to completely track this.
I got 7 dice, so
I have 1 success.
Okay.
I've got 1, 2.
I got 1.
I've got 2 successes.
All right.
Oh, we
You got
4.
1, so that's your 4. Okay. It's really complicated. It followed along the back of the neighborhood for a long time, and it went into some yard, and in the yard you can see the lines of clothing. And they go through there and then headed somewhere else. You're not really sure. But there's a lady out there saying...
Is there a yellow dress in the clothing?
No, but there's a lady out there with her daughter going, have you seen my stockings and my panties? Like, I know I washed them and I hung them up and they're not here now. And they start looking around like, there must be a peeping Tom or something. And they notice you boys over there.
Cheese it.
And one of the girls goes, I think I know one of them. Get out of here. And she starts running at you. And she's a little girl, but like.
We move it.
Whoa, what are we doing? I'm like, what are we doing? We're just walking here.
Well, you're at the backs of people's yards.
Yeah,
It's the
we're
back
gonna
of the
book it.
neighborhood.
But I'm not on their property.
No, but there's missing clothes from their clothing line.
Check me. I ain't got your clothes on me.
Could have been a raccoon.
Could have been a raccoon. That's true. But you boys all look very guilty whenever anybody says anything. So
It's not that they look guilty; they're just with me, and I look guilty, so they're just guilty by association.
could be that, sure. I don't know. I think Ripley kind of looks guilty in a different way sometimes. He might be the one that's like stealing the bras from the lines. The one with the tie and stuff like. Oh, that's too weird.
That's funny. All right.
So
Yeah. Well, all right. We're out of here. Leave us alone. Go.
And you refine the tracks after a while, and you follow them along the backs of the neighborhood, and they turn the corner of the neighborhood, never going onto a street or the fronts of the house, always at the back, and suddenly you hear like the sound of metal on metal, and you turn the corner, and there's a metal fence, not what's it called,
A chain link fence?
a chain link fence. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember the word. A chain link fence, and inside the fence, you see that robot, and he's got a backpack, and stuff is kind of stuffed in it, and some like a few things are hanging out, and there's an open window, and he's pulling his hand out, and he's pulling a wig. There's a wig in his hand, and then he turns and runs to the fence and jumps over it. And as he jumps over it, he realizes you're there, and he turns and starts running the opposite way from you.
Hey,
And
stop.
you're like
Whoa.
5 or 10 feet away from him.
Hey, stop. We're not. We're not bad guys. It's okay. Relax. Try to wave it down. Like it's calm down.
And it gets about 10 or 15 more feet, and it slows to a stop. It doesn't just stop. It can. And when it does, it turns its head all the way around like Exorcist style and looks at you. And then it turns its body and rotates to you.
Hi. Do you understand us?
And it kind of looks at you for a moment, and you can see it has like an interesting balancing motion to it, like a gyroscopic balance. And just sort of kneels its head one way like that, in what seems like an affirmative.
Dude, this is cool. Yeah. Hey. Go ahead, Ripley.
What are you gonna do with all that stuff?
And it reaches back into its backpack, and it unfolds a piece of paper that it has. And it unfolds into a poster, and it turns it to you, and it says homecoming dance at Worth Junior High School.
You want to go to the homecoming dance?
And it just nods the way it did before.
Dude, Ripley, you could totally take the robot to the dance, and me and Ollie can get like Dana and Sarah. And, like,
Yo, this would be so cool.
And it opens its mouth function like it did before when it laughed. And you can see there's like a speaker grill in there. And then music starts coming out. And it tries to do a little dance move, it seems. It's like almost a perfect version of the robot dance. Of the robot.
Guys, we need to teach it Thriller.
Yes. We should take it to your house, Ripley. Like, you have the basement. Nobody would even, like...
Thriller.
Come on, robot. What should we call it, guys?
I don't know. Do you have a name? Do you want a name?
Thriller.
No, we're not going to call you Thriller, but we'll teach you Thriller.
How about it's an Amaron, right? It looks like it wants to be a girl, so how about we call it Amara?
So it puts the wig and it folds up the paper and puts it back in its backpack. The backpack hangs in a weird way, but it obviously is functioning for it. And it starts to kind of it rises up, and you see its head kind of tilt down for a moment, and its eyes kind of roll into it, and you hear the little whirring sound that is running in it come to a stop. And it's just standing there.
Does it stop moving?
Yep.
Like its battery is dead, or?
I don't know, it's hard to tell.
If we go up and we like poke it, does it do anything?
No.
Guys, I think its batteries are dead.
Is there a charger near anybody's house?
There's a charger near my house. I saw it the other day.
Okay, so maybe is there a charger anywhere near us now? Because I know we're behind the houses.
No, you're in the backs of the neighborhood. There's nothing back here.
How far away are we from my house?
Is this one
a couple
heavy,
of blocks, probably 2 blocks.
Is this one heavy like the other one?
It's heavy. It's not as heavy as the other one, but it's heavy.
I mean, how are we going to get this over there?
I mean, it can be carried with the 3 of you, working it probably.
Yeah, but like we're going to be really noticeable like the 3 of us walking down the street with a robot.
Yeah, out in public.
We could try to hide it, and then later on tonight come back and take it.
We could do that.
We could maybe bring back an extension cord. Oh no, I was saying an extension cord, just like.
Is there
plug her in?
What if like my dad or that guy he was with has a way to like charge this thing manually?
That'd be cool.
Maybe we can get a hold of it.
I don't think that stick is the thing that we're talking about. It's electric, but
boogie oogie oogie.
Yeah.
When was the homecoming dance in relation to today's date?
About a week away.
Okay, so that means we have a week to teach this robot how to do the electric slide.
And the thriller and all the other cool dances.
Yeah.
Also, I think I've got a good name for Rachel, because that's the woman from Blade Runner.
Yes, we call it Rachel. Oh,
that'll work. I like that.
We just got out of that movie.
We just watched that movie.
Yep.
We're gonna name this robot Rachel, and we're gonna teach it all the cool dance moves.
Either that or Zora.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna see if I can take the bag off the robot for one,
Okay.
see if it gets the robot to turn back on. If not, like I don't want to leave the robot with it, because then they'll know that this is the robot.
Yeah, when you take it off, you see that there's on the back a little panel, and in it there's a little LED, not an LED, but a little information screen. It's gray with black letters, little square black letters, and it says that it's in. Oh, I forgot the word.
Sleep mode?
No, low power mode.
How far away is your house?
Like 2 blocks.
We could. Hey, so is there any place to hide this robot back here right now?
I mean, it's out in the open in the fields back here. As a matter of fact, you hear like the motorcycles out there, and it's likely that somebody on a bike or a motorcycle would see the robot at some point.
Okay, so we got to try and carry this thing back to my house.
Yeah.
You could probably get a block closer at the backs before you have to cut into the neighborhood somewhere.
Okay. You know what? Like, we could just, if somebody asks what we're doing, we can say we found the robot and we're just trying to take it to a charging station. You said there's one by your house, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just say that's what we're doing. Like, I mean, shouldn't get too mad about that.
We could do that, or we could, like, get closer, and then I can go grab, like, a bed sheet, and we can cover it.
Yeah, so it looks like you're carrying a body instead of a robot.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea.
Scott, can I roll maybe a? I don't know exactly how if this would work as a contact roll, but like, would I know where there might be a, or somebody who might have a dolly to roll to like put it down and like roll it.
Yeah,
someplace?
you might know somebody. I'll let you have a contact roll.
If we can get a dolly, then we could put the sheet on it and just say like we're carrying some stuff over to your house for a science project.
Sure.
Or some shit.
So part.
I mean, look
contact.
at Ripley. If we said we're doing a science project, they'll believe it. So
Nobody has tinker, right, or anything like that.
I have only 1 point in calculate.
Oh yeah, yeah, no.
I have,
Well,
I have
which-
2
which-
points to tech.
Which allows me to know what is its purpose, how does it work, how can I use it,
I got
is
two.
it
I
illegal?
got 2 successes.
Oh, nice. You know that the janitor at the movie theater has dollies for moving. When their trucks arrive, he uses a dolly to get the product
All
in
the
and out.
candy.
Yep, all the candy and the goods and stuff.
That's a long trip, though.
So do we want to one of us to run back and get it?
I don't know.
And
That
the
might
other-
take a while.
You know, with calculate, you might be able to get it to go out of low power mode.
Yeah,
get
I'm
closer?
gonna try to. Let's carry it to like within a block of my house, and then maybe we can use. Maybe I can see if I can get it to power up just long enough to walk over to my house, just so we can get it inside.
That sounds good.
Possible, sure.
So let's try doing that.
Can I get some force rolls from you collectively?
All of us.
That's my jam.
That
Not
is
my
the
jam.
one I don't have.
I have 3
So I got-
successes. With
Let's see.
Oh, I got a success! Surprise!
Oh my
What?
God. Ripley
I
got,
got
a success.
no successes.
Oh no!
I got 3.
I got 3 5.
You got 3 successes,
5.
I rolled 3 6s.
and I got 1. Look at this.
Nice. I like your numbers. It's much cooler than just the little dots.
Yeah, the 6 versus 4 is probably a little bit like.
That's not too bad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
okay,
it takes me a second.
So so how many successes did you get total?
4.
You got
4 total.
Oh yeah, you're able to carry the robot, and you're even able to kind of get it around without being noticed by any of the motorcycles, people in the neighborhood. Between the 4 of you like nail this stuff. But God, is it heavy? Yeah, these robots are super heavy.
Okay, now I got to try and do my calculate roll.
Yep.
I could,
If I can.
I could try to help you, but
Does anyone have calculate that can help me?
I don't know. I just have,
Oh, I've
I
got
just have
2 in
tech.
tech.
yeah, I got 2 in tech, so that's it. I love that none of us are like tech savvy and like we're dealing with a robot.
Yeah, that makes it cooler.
Okay.
Scott
But you
was
are
sitting there
Atari
during
savvy.
character
Can I
creation,
give it?
and he's
Can I
like,
give? Can I give him a help die? Like I'm sitting there like helping him like fiddle with it.
Do you have leadership?
I do have leadership.
I do too.
Oh,
We can both be cheering him on.
you
I have 2
could.
in leader.
But I have to tell you, with leadership, you can give people assistance. But if they fail and they take a condition, you take the same condition that they took.
Okay. Do we always take conditions
I'll
when we
risk it.
fail, or is it an option?
No, you can take conditions to push somebody. So if you're pushing and you fail, then you will take a condition then.
And if you fail, I thought if you fail to lead, you also check a condition.
Yes,
Yep.
that's.
So do we have to roll a lead roll for this, or is
So-
it because we have?
You may want to just wait and see if he does it first before risking anything like
Well,
that.
I only have 3 dice.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it
Pretty-
anyway. I'll risk it.
A help die or what?
He's gonna risk the lead.
I'm gonna roll lead, and see if I can give him a pep talk.
Yeah, cheer him on. You've got to do this. We can't carry this thing all the way.
Ooh,
I was
2 successes.
You got 2 successes? So what does that give me? An extra 4 dice?
Well, with
Ability to make your friends work together to help them focus on a task at hand. If you have time with other kids, you may inspire and prepare them for a difficult situation. You roll to overcome trouble, and your successes become a dice pool. You may, in the upcoming scenes, distribute bonus dice to the other kids. So with 2 successes, you get 4 dice to distribute. So do you want to give me all 4?
That would.
It's in this scene.
It
would give me 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't probably have that much scene left unless somebody has to talk our way out of it. But yeah, I'll give you all 4.
Okay.
7 dice. Let's see.
7 dice is nice.
Ooh, I got one success.
Okay, but that's what you needed. You once you set the robot down, you were able to figure out how to open the bottom of the panel, and there's some buttons that kind of, like on a TV, have little back buttons and forward buttons, and it's like a little menu that goes to control things, and you can take them out of low power mode. The moment you press that button, the thing pops closed, and it you can see its motion pick itself up, and it looks around at you.
Polynomial thing.
Come on, robot. We don't have a lot of time.
We're naming you Rachel. Rachel, we're gonna go over here, and there's a charging station. She can get power.
And it starts following up to you, and it gets to where your house is, and it's like a half a block down to the power station, and right in front of your house, it runs out of power, and it just shuts down in mid-step.
Crunch.
Let's go.
Let's drag it. Let's drag it over there.
Wait, do we want to take it to the power station, or do we want to take it into the house?
We could take it into the house and then bring it out tonight to charge it.
Yeah, that might be better.
Because then there's less people looking around at it.
Yeah.
So let's do that. I look around real quick to see if there's anybody looking, if there's anybody outside.
Well, actually, there's a neighbor across the street who sees you bringing the robot in. You know who it is, Ripley. It's your...
Hi, Mrs. Courtney!
Did you get a robot?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, your mother's bringing home robots now. That must be so exciting for you.
It is. It's so cool, isn't it?
What are you going to do with it? Are you going to have it make dinner and stuff?
No, it's part of a science fair project that I'm doing. It's only going to be here for a couple weeks.
Okay. Well, that's so exciting. I think it's amazing. You're going to do great when you get older. You're going to be such a good scientist. Or engineer.
Or both. Thanks, Mrs. Courtney.
Do we have to worry about her?
No, that's cool. And then we drag this. No, we actually don't have to worry about her. She's my anchor. She actually can't put us in trouble.
Yeah.
But she's the nicest old lady ever. So we're dragging this robot in. The 3 of us kids dragging it up the stairs, and she's just like, "Oh, look how cute they are playing with their robots."
Could have helped.
Well, she's not that helpful.
I would have liked to see her help.
She's an old lady. She ain't helping with carrying stuff.
All right. So we got the robot inside. Where are those Fig Newtons I heard you talking about earlier?
Does this robot have any way to plug it into a traditional outlet?
No.
And we can't tinker our way towards figuring that out.
I mean,
well, that's possible
Tinker?
if you have Tinker.
No,
I've got 2 dice. You want me to roll them? I'll roll them.
Not particularly.
What we could do is
it's gonna move the story forward. Maybe not in the way you want it to.
This robot goes on a killing spree.
Yeah.
He just wanted to dance now, wants to dance on everybody's dead bodies.
Everybody dance now.
That is a nice dress. Give it to me.
Your shoes, your clothes.
Why does it sound
Like the Terminator.
Scandinavian?
So, we get in there, like, seriously, where's the Fig Newtons, man?
They're in the kitchen.
And I immediately go over there, because the only thing I've eaten today was jelly, butter, and bread. So I'm, like, hungry.
Yeah. You're actually all hungry. This thing has worn you out, and you're starving.
Oh, I got that. So I'll go to the rotary phone, and I start going.
Yep.
Yep. Pizza Hut.
What?
Yeah. Can I get a large? You guys want pepperoni?
Yes.
Yes.
A large pepperoni pizza?
And then get some soda, man. I know you don't drink it, but we like soda with our pizza.
They have breadsticks.
I think it was before breadsticks were a thing.
Oh, dang it.
And can we also get a liter of cola?
He sucked.
And you
A
order
liter
your
of cola.
you order your soda,
Oh, thank God.
and it'll be $6.85.
Perfect.
Take it back, 80s. You were great.
Oh, and things are
$10
cheaper.
$10 in the '80s was like $25 now.
And
Yeah.
was the it wasn't Pizza Hut, it was Domino's that was like 30 minutes or less, right?
Yeah.
Or was that everybody at that time?
I think that actually started in either in the late 80s or early 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you wait around, the robot does nothing, it's not powered, so it can't really function right now, and you get your pizza. We can cut the scene and go to the next scene. Does anybody want to set a scene before we move on to anything else?
I'll just kind of, as we're eating, I'll look over you at Ollie, like, okay, so if everything works out, we have a date for, Ripley. We still have to, like, talk to those girls, man.
Yeah. Do we even know? Do they go to our school? I don't.
Yeah, they do.
remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We recognize them, but we just didn't, like, know them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I think Dana's in my gym class.
Mm-hmm.
But they try to keep the boys and girls pretty separate back in the. Maybe while we're in line for the rope. The rope climb.
One thing that you realize is you don't have clothes for homecoming either. Well, Ripley probably does.
Yeah, he's
But
wearing.
nobody else does. Yeah. No, he'll dress up much better than that. He'll probably wear a one-piece, what were those called? Not a unitard, but like the one-piece uniformy looking things.
It looks like something off of Next Generation.
Do you remember the Big Lebowski? You remember the guy who's dressed in the one piece at the bowling alley?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Green stripe down the side.
So, but yeah, we gotta figure out a way to talk to those girls again. We can't be outdone by our little friend here.
Yeah, suit.
Yeah, and he's got Rachel.
He's got the best date in the house.
Yeah. we definitely can't be outdone. But I don't know, rock, paper, scissors for Dana?
Well, maybe we just let her pick. Maybe we let her decide who she wants.
Okay.
We'll just say, hey, listen, you and your friend, me and my friend, you guys, let's go. And then we'll just let them kind of pick who they like.
Yeah. Whichever guy who doesn't wear a leather jacket is going to make it, that's who wins, right?
Hey, Don't talk about the leather jacket, all right? This is a good jacket.
No, it's nice.
It's all beat up and worn out, but it's
Probably, it smells like.
I mean, it's a big assumption, assuming that they're gonna go with you. You haven't even asked them or talked to them beyond
we're
some
boys
snide
and
comments.
We're
Totally,
confident in ourselves right
it's
now.
true.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah,
Like we talked
we're
to them.
13, Scott.
We're 13. We talked to them. They were laughing at our jokes. It's
That's
like,
true. You're in.
We're in.
That is a full-fledged relationship. Yeah.
Yes.
Got this. But yeah, other than that, like a seafood pizza.
You chow on this
oh my
pizza.
God, close.
This pizza is like so damn good. It's still warm when it arrives. I mean, it takes an hour to get there, and it has actual Coca-Cola, like at the time, they would have 2 liters were popular. 2 liters of Coke. The only place you ever talk about metric system in the U.S. is for soda,
Which surprised me that Ripley isn't super excited about it. Like, it's a liter. This makes sense.
This makes sense.
Yep. Need to get rid of the Imperial.
But I actually wanted to mention something to Ethan. Oh, Ethan. So my sister, you guys kind of had like a run-in with her yesterday.
Not her per se. I mean, she was there, but
she punched me this morning, and I mean, didn't hurt, but it totally did. But but she was like, "Hey, stop getting in the way of stuff we've got going." And so can you figure out what's going on with her, what they're doing, or can we figure that out?
I mean,
Because I think
keep an eye on them.
whatever they've got to stop it.
I'll keep an eye on them. I mean,
All right.
I can't promise you that I won't get in the way of her anymore. If they're picking on people that don't deserve it, I'm gonna tell them to knock it off. So
I don't know, this might be more than just a knock it off situation.
well, I'm not gonna hit a girl. If you're asking me to hit her because she punched in the belly, I'm not going.
No. I can handle myself in that regard. I'm just saying it sounded an awful lot like she's got more than just, picking on younger kids going on. She's running some angle. And I figure you and me, we can figure it out and stop it.
And Ripley's just got a big piece of pizza in his mouth. He's like, maybe she just wants to go to the homecoming dance.
You should ask her, Ripley. You should see if she'll go out with you. But you already got a date, though. I don't want to break your heart.
All right, let's this scene looks like it's kind of winding down to its conclusion. Let's step over to another scene. If does anybody want to set a scene or anything? I mean, it doesn't have to be here. You could go do stuff and make it a scene.
I was thinking about going and visiting my my uncle at the gym because he should be having a class today.
Mm-hmm.
I want, after we eat some pizza, I'm going to say, hey guys, I'll be back to help with the robot, but I'm going to go and go to class.
Okay.
I'll head up there to see my uncle.
Okay, so while you're on your way, you see, you have to go through the neighborhood to get to your class, and you see that lady, the Lums waitress, in front of a house doing a little gardening in the morning.
Meg?
Yeah, Meg was her name. And she doesn't notice you. She kind of is doing some stuff, and a nurse shows up in a car. You can tell it's a nurse because she's dressed like a nurse. And they say hi to each other and whatever. And Meg walks her into the house. That's it.
Okay, I'll make a note of where Meg lives.
Okay.
Because I think my boy's like crushing on her. So
For sure.
You know, I mean, he acts all weird around her. Maybe he likes the old ladies. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird because this would be definitely older than old for a kid their age.
Yeah, right?
Somebody would be going to prison.
Yeah. I just think it's funny because I'm going to like, oh, I found out where your lady friend lives, you know, and like say it as a joke. And then I'll just keep heading to the dojo.
You get to the dojo and your uncle's there. Oh, get in here. All right, we got a real pro in here now. Oh, you need to warm up. You need to stretch. I don't want you coming in and getting hurt. So we'll bring him on in a minute.
Wipe the pizza grease off your fingers.
Right.
No, I actually I keep my my uniform here because when I had it at the house, my dad ruined one of them.
Yeah.
So Uncle just keeps one here for me. So I go in the back and I change into my outfit and then I stretch out. Yeah, my gi.
And while you're there, you see a kid named DJ that you know is one of the foster brothers of Ethan.
Hey, DJ.
So
are you trying it out?
Yeah, I need to. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I'm good.
How's my brother doing?
I mean, he's good. The last time I saw him, you know, he's pretty popular at school, so he can't be doing too bad, right?
I mean, popularity is something, I guess.
I mean, it's more than what I got.
So who here do you think I need to take down to earn the respect enough to get a discount on being here?
I mean, I don't think my uncle does things like that.
Fuck.
But I mean, I don't know. I could talk to him. I mean, I kind of know your situation. Maybe he could.
Don't say anything about my situation.
Well, I mean,
it's none of your place.
I'm trying to help you out, man. Do you not want my help? Do you not want a discount?
All I want to know is who I need to take down to get it. I'll earn my own damn discount.
Well, all right. I just like around.
Do you know if there's another dojo around here in all of Cahokia?
I think my uncle's is the only one.
You do know that there's one in Belleville, which is it's down the road a couple miles, and theirs is badass. I mean, I don't want to say this one's not badass. You have a couple good fighters here. That one's 8 times the size because Belleville's this has 16,000 people. Belleville's got like 80,000 people or 100,000 people.
Well, I don't tell them about that one. I just tell them, no, there's no other one in our town.
You don't want to go to Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I don't want to send him to Cobra Kai. He can figure that out on his own. But yeah, and I just tell him, well, right around here, this is the only one that I know of.
All right. I'll see you out there, I guess. And he throws a towel over, and he's wearing a gi that obviously it's just a loaner for him to try out. And he walks out into the dojo while you're finishing getting dressed.
Mm-hmm. And I stretch, and then I head out and hop on the mat, and then I bow to my uncle to show respect, and then I get in place.
And you see DJ's out on another mat, and your uncle, before you actually get there, is watching him, and he has him lined up with somebody, and the one bows. He doesn't bow. He says, "You have to bow, son. You got to pay respect." And he looks at the other one, and he bows, and he brings his hand down for them to fight. And DJ takes this kid down fast and furious and painful. That's it. That's enough. That's enough. And your uncle jumps in and pulls him off. What the hell are you doing? We're not trying to kill somebody here. I just wanted to see what skills you got. man, I just want you to know that I got some skills so we can move on to, the training. Yeah, well, you need to calm down a little bit. Are you okay? And the other one's like, yeah, I'm okay. All right. Can you go again, you think? And the kid looks like he doesn't want to, and he nods yes.
I'll stop. Maybe give him a break. He looks like he got hit kind of hard. I'll give him a go.
You want to step in?
Sure.
All right. You know the rules. We fight fair here. We're not trying to hurt anybody. We're trying to make sure that we understand how to hurt somebody when we need to. Not, you need to calm that down, all right, DJ? I like the energy, and I don't want to lose that. But tone it down a little bit, until we're in a real tournament or something. The Cobra Kai down in Belleville, they'll bring some of that, and you'll need to have that for then. He's like, yeah, I know they're trying to recruit me already. And you just realize, oh, damn, his angles to try and use the recruitment as a way to get a discount here by being good at it and getting the other ones to sound like they're trying to get him, and he would have to fight him all the time. And he backs up in front of you, and he smiles in a not very pleasant way, like a little smirky smile. And
I just kind of smile back like, all right, let's go.
Your uncle backs up, and he brings his hand down. Go! Or fight! All right, so I need a force roll from you, and this is an opposed force roll.
It's 6. I roll 6.
All right. I'm going to have someone else roll the dice rather than me. I don't want to be rolling your dice. So, Jake, you want to roll the dice for him?
Sure. How many
He has 6 dice.
You have 6 dice too?
Yep.
Okay.
I got
And he's 5 years younger than you.
I got 0 successes.
Yep, but he's big for 5.
I got 2.
I got 0 successes.
I got 2 with my 6.
Okay. He's strong for his size, but you get him, you pin him down, and what is surprising to you, even though you obviously got him, is he does not give up. It's like just a motor in him that honed right, this dude will be a force. And then your uncle calls it. Good to go, good to go. And he hops up, and his face is just pissed. Again. And his uncle goes, you know what? I like the energy, and I would like to have you in here, but we don't need to fight him just because you didn't win the match. So let's just, no, we're not doing that. We'll do that at the tournaments. So
I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Let's go again.
And your uncle looks at you, sure? All right, let's do it one more time. And he backs up. He asks you to bow. When he bows, this time he looks at in your eyes while he bows. And he goes again. All right, Jake, you want to roll for him? Let's see if DJ can take down Ethan this time.
I hope this one bounce out, so I got to
I got 2 successes.
I got none.
Oh!
But I want to. We can use our pride. Once?
You can.
And what does it do? It gives automatic successes, or what? What does it do?
Yeah, it gives. Hold on, I have to look again.
I think you get to reroll
you
all dice that were not successes.
Yeah, hold on.
All the dice that were not successful.
One automatic success.
One automatic success, which would not be enough to take him down, unless you pushed it. In which case, you would take a condition to push it.
I will take upset as my condition, and I'll push it.
Okay. So by you pushing it, you take the upset condition, and you get into a conflict where you're battling it out with him. He throws you into a hairpin throw. You're up fast after that, and you come up and you do a roundhouse kick kick him hard in the face, and you attack and lunge. And as you do, he gets you into a headlock so fast, and you come up underneath and you lift him up, and your uncle calls it. That's it. That's it. Before either of you could throw the other down or do something, that would really cause some hurt. And you realize this kid he's like 5 years younger than you, but he is badass. He is not someone anybody wants to fight. And,
I do.
And
I like
right.
it.
Now you do.
I just smile at him. I'm like, afterwards, like I'm angry in the moment, but afterwards, and I'm like, my man, you got some skill, man. I like you. You're a tough little dude.
He doesn't say anything to you while he's dressing. I'll see you in the next session. Thanks, Sensei. What days and times do we meet again? And he goes, well, we have to talk about the money first. Come on over here. And you can see that with the moment he says that, his shoulders kind of go low, and he comes over and he says, all right, how much are they? And they just talk about it. And after a little while, he leaves. He signs, some stuff, and he heads out. And you're there alone with your uncle. The session's over. Most people have gone already, and it's just you and him. You okay? Boy, your face looked like something like, wow.
Sorry, just dealing with a lot.
And it still looks like that. Looks like ass.
Yeah. Just, Dad's been drinking like usual, and then just homecoming's coming up. I don't have a suit or anything. Or just,
what? Homecoming? Do you have a date?
Well, I mean, me and my friend were talking to these two girls, and maybe we're trying to. But I mean, I don't even think I can go anyways. I mean, I don't have anything to wear, so it's like.
You know what? You find yourself a date, and I'll find you, and I'll get you some clothes that you need for homecoming.
Really?
But she can't be somebody who isn't tough and cool.
Well, the girl
is she cool?
The girl I was interested in the most, her name's Dana, and she's so cool. And like, she is sarcastic.
All right.
And she's got attitude.
All right. Oh, I like attitude.
Yeah.
All right. So go get yourself a date.
All right. Thanks.
Nice.
And I kind of cheer up a little bit with that. I don't know if I can. I don't know how to go about clearing conditions, but I'd like to try to clear a condition with them.
You need to stay longer and kind of spend time and let it.
I'll do that. I'll stay there a little bit longer, hang out, and just catch up.
Okay.
And then,
given some time, I'll let you heal your condition. While you're doing that and going over stuff with him, let's cut back to the other two who are just stuffed with pizza and.
Let's see. Trent, did you have something, Scott? Or
yeah, I do. I have something if you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So
I was racking my brain.
Yeah, outside the window, you see that there's a truck over by the power pole, and it looks like if you remember, Ripley, the cord was frayed and it was like sparking, and it looks like somebody's over there fixing it, and he goes back to his truck, and you can see in the back of his truck, and interestingly, in the back of the truck, there are all these cables of different kinds, and they're rolled up, really long, stuff like that. And he goes and splices the line and fixes it. And when the thing goes in, you see it close, and he puts some kind of a machine up against it, and it opens up the hole that the power plug goes to. Mm. And then when he takes the machine away, it closes down. And he goes back to his truck, sits in the front for a little bit, and it looks like maybe he's stopped to eat a sandwich.
Hey, Oliver.
Yeah.
Do you see that? There's the power pole, and it looks like that guy just fixed it.
Yeah. His truck is still open, and he's distracted. Or at least I can make sure he's distracted Do you think you can get some cable out of his truck so that we could run a line into inside?
Probably, but that would be a lot of wire.
Well, I mean, there's a spool there, right?
Yeah, it's long ones on the wall, like
Good.
really long ones.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we can try.
And they seem pretty thin, like they would be light.
Sure, we can try. If you want to try and distract him, I'll see if I can grab one. And then we can get Rachel all charged up. You won't even have to bring her outside.
Right. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be how I'm gonna roll this. It'll probably be like a heart charm.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that first.
While he's doing that, I'm going to try and sneak so that
Okay.
he can't see me.
So you get over the truck and you see the guys sitting there eating a sandwich and reading a magazine.
Hi there. You just fixed the power pole, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of tools do you use for that? Like,
Electronics tools.
oh, just standard ones. I mean, did you have
I
to
don't
go
know
to
about
school?
standard. Yeah, I went to vocational college to learn how to work this electrical. You interested in electrical stuff?
Yeah. I mean, how long of school? How long were you there?
He takes another bite of the sandwich and he sets it on the dashboard, not on a napkin or anything, just on the dashboard. And he starts to open the door. Make me a sneak, Ripley.
I've got two successes.
Oh, nice. So the door opens and he looks back and kind of, here, let me show you how these power poles work. And he starts walking over there with them. Make me a charm roll.
All right. 1.
Okay. So he kind of explains how he takes his little device, looks like kind of like a magnet. He just kind of brings it close and he moves it with it and it rises up and he can reach in and pull the cable out. And these are special poles because this is really high power for robots. So, by the way, don't be messing with these things unless you know what you're doing. And there's, 3, it's like an outlet like you'd see, but, kind of different prongs to it. But what's interesting is the engineers over at the Loop, they come up with this cable. Look how thin this cable is. And it's this thin cable. It's not a thread-like, but like a thin rope. It says this stuff can carry all that power. And we can't even do that for electric on the regular poles going to houses. But man, for these things, they got these things all over the place. This stuff is like magic. It's like weighs nothing. And when he lets go of the thing, it kind of just goes whoosh, and snakes back in automatically. And the thing closes.
Yeah. Wow. How far out do those things pull?
Oh, these will only go, a few feet. But, if you're with an extension cord, you can run this. And he looks at you suspicious for a moment. Like, you're not trying to power your house or something, are you?
No, you said that
Your kid's house, your mom's house or something, right?
You said it's high tension power lines. We'd blow every light bulb in our house, right? That makes sense.
You would, and I just want to make sure you don't do anything like that. But yeah, with these extension cables, it will carry this thing for 200 yards if you need it, no problem.
Whoa.
You can even put a repeater between them and double it.
Wow.
Here, let me show you one of the repeaters. They're cool. And he starts heading to the truck. Make me your. Oh, so you're at the back of the truck and you see all this cable. Like on one side, you see these little tools. little like magnety things and a bunch of stuff. What are you doing while you're back there? You can hear them talking up at the front.
I just like look at all this stuff, and then I hear them coming, and then I duck back behind like the tire.
I'm like, swordfish.
I try and hide.
Okay. And when he comes around, he stands there and he goes, check this out. This is a repeater. And it's this little box. Not little. It's a box about the half the size of a shoebox. And it has just a plug in and plug out on both sides. He goes, this little thing doubles it each time. And this thing, it is charged up before I leave the office, and I can use one of these. It'll keep something like the power repeating for a good hour, maybe 2 if it's like a smaller robot. Stuff's amazing. If you're into electronics, man, I'm telling you, robot maintenance is the way to go. One thing that you really like though is his brown uniform with his name Eddie on it. Super tasteful, dirty, got grease on it.
Classy.
It is.
So do you, is that, so wow, you probably have to do a lot of math, like use a lot of math and
no, I have to know a little bit of math, but it's not like that much. You have to study a little bit.
You don't need to know a lot of math.
I'm a maintenance guy. I'm not doing the engineering. I'm not creating the systems. I'm just making sure that, they're powered right. No, it's not that bad. You could probably do it.
I think I just found a job.
And I'm telling you, even the pay's good. I make $9.50 an hour, and I just started about a year ago.
I know he said there is some math, but what I heard was no math.
Right. You heard the math part you needed to hear.
Yeah.
Wanted to hear. Okay.
So, yeah.
And he says, well, I got to get back to my sandwich and finish up here. I'll be.
Oh, okay.
It was nice meeting you. If I come back again, maybe we can do a little. I'll see if I can take on one of the drive. What's it called?
Ride along.
A ride along. Yeah. Because they're always looking to try and get other kids exposed to the things that need to get done around here. And I'm telling you, there's always maintenance.
Do you think that I've got 2 friends? Do you think that they could come along too?
Oh, I don't know. I only have one other seat in the truck, and it's not something I can do. But
well, at least I'd be able
what's your name again?
Ethan.
Ethan. Nice to meet you, Ethan. And he puts his hand on your head and like shuffles your hair, through your hair. And he heads over to his truck and sits in. Right.
And when I see their like feet start walking back around to the front of the truck, I come back around and I look up inside the trunk and I try and grab one of those repeaters and the like magnet thing and one of these like really long cables.
Okay.
You need me to roll a sneak roll?
You do. And what are you doing when this is happening?
I think I'm gonna try to roll. Yeah, I'm Oliver.
I'm in Oliver. Yeah, I'm in Oliver.
I think I'm going to. I may try to like do another charm to like he turns, like he's starting to turn around, and I'm like turn around because he might hear something. I'm like, what's that?
I got no successes. But I'm going to use a luck. And when Oliver points and goes, "What's that?" There's actually something interesting there. And the guy was like, "Hey, wait, what is that?" And maybe the guy is like an avid bird watcher. It's like some weird hobby that he has, and there's like a rare bird in a tree, and Oliver just happens to point at it.
I was asking him about like a part of the truck, but the bird, I like the rare bird.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 successes.
Oh, okay. So, as he's going around, initially, you don't realize it's kind of hard to imagine how heavy that repeater is until you get it in your hand. Even though it's small, it's got real weight to it, like a pretty heavy battery kind of thing, like a lead battery for like a car, but it's not as big. It's about half the size of a lead battery, which is what threw you off when you went to get it. Like, oh my god, that thing's heavy. And when you did, it kind of clunked down. When you lifted it, and he turned and looked back. Did you hear something? That you, Oliver?
No. Hey, is this a crane for on your truck? Do you have to like lift robots sometimes with it?
Well, sometimes, yeah, but most of the robots now, they're getting lighter and lighter. Like this, there's some now not even 300 pounds. Like, it's amazing to me.
That's only like 2 people.
I know. In one machine. Stunning. And you guys gather up the things you needed, and he keeps them occupied, and you back away from the truck to stay out of his line of sight so you can get around. And Oliver, you see him out of the corner of your eye kind of turn the corner into the back of the house. And the guy is finishing up his sandwich.
Okay. Have a good sandwich.
Take it easy.
Bye. Remember, my name's Ethan.
So when you get in the house,
Sorry.
lose someone.
No, it messed up for a second. Nice.
Nobody moved though. That was good.
Yeah.
So you get the stuff in the house, and you realize, wow, you have an extension cord that's long enough. You've got a repeater if you needed it, although you don't really need it. But if it's powered, you could just use it probably and power the robot at least minimally. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then the magnet device to open the cable entry.
And I think that once we get this back into the house, I'm going to try and take the repeater and plug that into the robot just to give it...
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
I want to get it...
Thinking, like, keep that like aside for a while just in case.
Like, what if you
maybe
need
we,
the dance?
maybe we should keep that just in case.
But right now, the robot is like in the living room.
But he said that he had to charge it. He had to charge it at the loop.
But we could see if it's charged now, and we could get the robot down to the basement. And then if we could get the robot into the basement, we could run the power cord through like the yard and like into the transom window in my room and just power and like charge the robot downstairs.
All right. Yeah. No, that works.
So you plug it in, and as you're doing that, before you do that, let's hop back to Ethan. So you spend some time with your uncle. He talks to you about dates when he was your age, and things he was doing.
Favorite pickup lines.
Yeah, he definitely has some of that. Says it's always good to show like a cool karate move, like not on them, just show them, that karate. Girls love that. They know that you'll be protective then.
Awesome. I definitely have to show off my moves to Dana and her friend Sarah.
Yep.
I'm excited. Thanks.
You spend some time. Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks. I really appreciate you. It's nice to talk to somebody, like mom gone and dad either working or drinking. It's hard,
Yeah, he invented, hey, how you doing? And he tries to explain how to do that right to you. How to say it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I must get it from you.
And you head out and you get back to Ripley's, while they're, and you get into the room and you see them looking at the robot, and they have some cable and some kind of box and stuff on the floor.
We're
and
about to plug it in.
Right, and they're about to plug it in, and you're like, and you knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hide it.
We both look and we're like, who is it? And we like push everything under the sofa.
Except the robot.
A blanket, and throw it up over the robot. It's just like
knowing what's in there.
A blanket hanging on a robot.
Knowing what's in there.
Perfect.
And knowing that they're probably like freaking out, I'm like, it's the police. Open up.
Perfect. It's perfect. And you open the door and you see him standing there like, oh.
At least it wasn't your dad.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
No, I'm sad.
You guys do notice that I do have it's not like a little bit of swelling, not it'll be gone by the morning, but it looks like I got like a nice little punch in the face.
Yep.
Did you get punched in the face too?
It's your little foster brother, man, DJ.
Yeah, no, my family sucks.
Yo, I would not mind having DJ on my side in a fight. He is tough, dude.
Question is, how do you get him on your side?
He's only on his side, from what I can tell. He does have some anger issues, though, for sure. And that's coming from me.
All right, so you close the door, you go through your chit chat, and while you're standing there, Ripley's still holding the cable, just like
What is all this, guys? What's where'd you find those cables?
Nowhere.
We may have acquired them.
Don't worry.
Am I rubbing off on you guys? I feel like I'm rubbing off on you guys.
Well, to be honest, you actually got the cables.
No, I didn't. I was in the dojo.
Don't worry about it.
We got them at Radio Shack.
dude, you went to Radio Shack without me?
I got all the transistors.
Yep. So what are you doing now?
So what's the plan?
We gotta plug the robot in and see if we can get it enough juice to get it downstairs.
Okay. You plug it in, and within about a minute, you see the little machine on the back say powering, and you see the little black boxes go doop, 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 till they get to the end of the screen, and then they start again, doop. And there's now a little tiny battery-looking shape that has a little tiny bit of black in it at the very bottom. And the robot sort of kind of locks into his position and just stays there. And
how you feeling, Rachel?
From what it looks like, it's going to take a little time for it to get enough juice, but it'll probably do it. It doesn't say anything.
All right.
It just says powering.
So it looks like we have a power source. We have a way to charge Rachel. So we just got to figure out what to do next with that. And you need to reach out to your connections and figure out how to get us some dates with Dana and Sarah.
All right. Gotta do
the
old.
I'm sure they'll be totally impressed with the robot too.
Get the old phone tree running. I call two friends, they call two friends. Eventually, we'll have their number.
Well, you can't do a party line because that gets expensive. But I think you have to have it as a service. Even
this is our house. This is Ripley's house.
You have to have it as a service. I don't think you could do it without it being a paid-for service. And your mom's not paying for that. She wouldn't have even thought of paying for it, probably.
That sounds like science talk.
Yeah, ew.
Party line.
So, I mean, just, I don't know, contact the people, see if we can track them down, figure out where they are or something at least. Maybe we can.
So we cut to a montage of you making a call to somebody and then they stay on screen, and then that person calls 2 people, and they stay on screen.
This is like the thing where we get
Yeah.
36 people.
Yes, exactly. It fills the screen with boxes of people all talking and after a little while, your phone rings, Ripley.
Okay.
Is this Ripley?
Yeah.
You're friends with Oliver and Ethan, aren't you?
Yeah. Who is this?
Well, this is Helena and
Montana?
and it goes silent. You know, like when you have a name, there's only one joke for it,
Yeah.
and the first thing you do is you do the joke.
I live that life.
Yeah, yes, like are they? I mean, they hang out with you all day. Are they with you?
I mean, yeah. Why?
Could I talk to one of them?
I'm like,
Guys,
I'm
does anyone know a Helena? And it's not Montana. I think it's a girl.
I think that's your contact tree coming back, bro.
Yeah. Well, I was like, the whole time I could hear like a female voice on the line, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, that's
Don't be
probably
Dana.
her.
Don't be Dana. Don't be Dana. Don't be Dana.
Don't be Dana.
Here you go.
Don't be Juliana. Don't be Juliana.
And I'll hand the phone to Oliver.
And the phone is in your hand. Hello.
Hello.
Who?
Oliver.
Oliver. Okay. My name's Helena. I don't think we met, but I do know you from our social studies class, and I have a friend who knows Dana and Sarah, who I heard you and your friend Ethan like them, and I just needed to get the scoop on whether this is the case, because if it's the case, you know, I am really good at making sure that the right people are with the right people. Are you the right people?
Blackmailing you.
I'm gonna put the thing over the phone.
Yes.
Over the thing. Are we the right people?
Yes.
I think that we could conceivably say that we are the right people to be speaking at the moment.
Okay, hold on one moment. And you hear the sound of a hand go over the case, like the sound in the background goes down. And you can hear, like, you can't tell what's being said, but there's something being said. And she comes back. So, you know, one of the things that I want to know is, do you go to church at the Cahokia Baptist Church? Because Dana and Sarah, they go there on Sunday with their mom, and in Sunday school, nobody does anything. And, you know, you can kind of just sit, and maybe there'd be an opportunity for you to talk to them if you were willing to go.
I want a church girl.
I mean, I could ask them. I mean, I don't know for certain, but, you know, maybe.
Well, tomorrow's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
I think I think my parents wouldn't mind me going to church.
Well, what parents would mind anybody going to church?
Right?
Right. Duh.
My mom doesn't believe in church.
My dad's too drunk to go.
Hold on.
Like, it's too early.
Hold on a second. Mom, I'm on the phone. Can you go? And you hear her say, can you shut the door? And then she puts the phone back. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to give them a call. Well, I'm going to call my friend who knows them.
Okay.
And if they're going to go, can I just call here at Ripley's house, or should I call you at your house?
Yeah, definitely call here. I'll be here for a while.
Okay, so
Do not call my house. Do not call my house.
okay, I won't call your house then. So let me, just in case, what is your number? And Ethan's number. Hold on, let me get a pen. Can you get? Oh, and then she covers the thing. Can you give me a pen? What's your number? And Ethan's number?
Give the numbers, dude.
Okay, I'm going to give him the numbers.
Okay.
My
You
phone
give the
number
numbers.
is 867-509.
Well, now we know your mother's name. And for a good time? Really?
Well, it depends on what you think is a good time. I mean, if you like discussing quantum mechanics, it's a very good time.
It is. She takes the numbers down and says, all right, I'm going to call them. I'll call my friend who will call them, and then I'll call you back. It may take a little while, so just sit tight. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Tell them I'm not there.
Bye.
I'm not at that number. Bye.
All right, we're going to take a short break here. I think this is a good place to take a few minutes. I have a dog that has to go pee, so got to deal with that.
And some players that might too.
I think you can hear him moaning. And some players that need to too. All right, we'll see everybody in a few minutes with Romance 101.